All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechach Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim out here pushing this gospel in truth and in sincerity to the best of their ability, given to them by Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Lord willing, fall upon all your houses. This is Brother Quanah Wath coming back at you, Lord will, with the edifying lesson through the spirit and power. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Lord will, it is edifying. Lord will, it is straight to the point. Lucky, man, got the hospital helicopter above me, man, you know. But nonetheless, I came across this article on the peoplesvoice.tv, right? It says, banks warn collapse of dollar system is near as elite prepare to roll out CBDCs, right? And we understand that, hey, really the last few years, you know, Esau has been, you know, especially during, you know, the scamdemic. Really, actually, it's the last few decades, man, where Esau, you know, dishing out, you know, these cards, right? And then switching these, you know, the slide cards, right? You slide it through the system, right? To now, you know what I mean? You got a little a chip in it, right? You slide it in, right? Instead of, you know, sliding it on the side, you just kind of slide the card in there and you leave it in there for a sec. To all the way now, it's just tap, right? Everything is tap now, right? So Esau has been really pushing out this digital infrastructure, right, for the last few decades, especially the last few years, you know, especially, you know, they got this new, right, Amazon Palm One, right, the way that you can pay, right, is just putting your palm, you know, over this, I guess this palm reader in a sense, right, and it ultimately, you know, allows you to be able to pay for your, you know, your groceries or whatever you're paying for. Right, and they got the stores, right? Whole Foods, I think is what it is. A few other stores to where you can walk into these stores, right? And they don't have any cashiers, man. Everything's all digital with sensors, you know, to where you walk in, right? The carts are all, they got sensors on it and everything. Whatever you pay, you know, or put in your cart, right? It kind of ultimately, you know, creates a list, right? And you have to, you know, connect your, you know, your bank account and everything like that to it. And you just walk out, and then it charges that to, you know, your bank account. So again, Esau's been setting up this digital infrastructure, right, for, again, the last few decades, right, especially, you know, the last few years, you know. He's really been going hard, right, and it's all for what, right? All roads lead to the MO to the TB, right, which we know the charagma, right, the MARK, right, of the TB, right, is the RFID micro C hit, man. Right, which is ultimately going to be connected to your bank accounts, right, which is why Esau is coming out with these CBDCs, right, central bank digital currencies, man. You know, it's going to have your health records on it, right? It's literally going to have everything about you attached to, you know, that digital oil in a sense, man. You know, it's going to have everything about you connected to, you know, again, the IoT, the Internet of Things, you know, and that's what Esau wants. You know, this is what Esau has been planning, right? Which, again, when you see this article like this, hey, call law Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because it's just one step closer, right? One step closer to the prophecy, right, of Revelations 13 and 16, right, where Esau is going to force everybody to take this charagma, right, this RFID micro C hip, you know. Otherwise you're going to be excommunicated from society and or literally killed, man, you know. So as the scriptures say, 2 Corinthians 2:11, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man, right? Which you go into that word devices goes into his evil intent, evil schemes, right, his plots, right? We know what's going on, you know. So Esau is getting ready, right, to roll out, you know, this CBDC, you know, completely, you know, because again, we already understand that it's not where he, you know, Esau, you know, introduced the Fed now, right? Here in America, he introduced it, you know, and it hasn't necessarily gotten steam, you know, but nonetheless, it's already introduced, you know. So Esau is ultimately, you know, he's basically preparing to, you know, completely and utterly collapse the dollar, right? Which is, it's slowly getting there, right? Slowly but surely, right? The value of the, you know, the American dollar is going down, right? But he's looking at completely and utterly getting rid of, you know, cash as a whole, right? Just like over in Nigeria, they got rid of it completely, They were burning cash in the streets. And this is what Esau's planning, right, for the dollar, right? Slovakia, phone's about to die. It says several top banks in America have warned that the imminent collapse of the U.S. dollar will make way for the creation of a CBDC system that will allow the elite to track and control what Americans purchase, right? Because again, this is what it's all about, right? It's all about, being able to track, control, and trace, right, everything everyone does, right? Let's pull scripture on that, right? Pursuing 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, verse 4, hitting the point in KJV. It says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. So Esau ultimately wants to play, right, and wants to be the Most High, right? And this is why he's trying to, set himself up, in the position to be the Most High, right? To know everything, right? You'd have to be the Most High, right? And this is what Esau wants, right? He wants to be able to know, hey, how many times you go to the bathroom, right? How many times you chewed, right? Once you shoved whatever in your mouth, he wants to know how many times you chew, right? He want to know how many hairs are on your head, right? That's how prideful this damn devil is, man. So this is why you see, Esau again trying to, attach everybody or connect everybody to the IoT, the Internet of Things, right? Keep reading. It says InfoWars reports. It says world reserve status allows for amazing latitude in terms of monetary policy. The Federal Reserve understands that there is a consistent demand for dollars overseas as means to more easily import and export goods, which ultimately, again, the dollar, right? the actual, need for the dollar is starting to decline as well, right? You had, I think it was with Russia and China, they did, a record-breaking, crude oil deal, right, without the U.S. dollar. So they, again, the value of the dollar is increasingly declining, and the need for the dollar is increasingly declining, right? It says the dollar's petro status also makes it essential for trading oil globally, which is bullshit, right? It says, or at one point it was, right? At one point it was very crucial, but now it's not, right? It says this means the central bank of the U.S. has been able to create fiat currency from thin air to a far higher degree than any other central bank on the planet, while avoiding the immediate effects of hyperinflation, right? Because that's exactly what they've been doing, right? Which is, again, the whole plan for this is to destroy the dollar, right? To devalue the dollar, right? And we've seen it, right? I just, I spoke on this earlier, but I had a neighbor, right? Good friend, man, who just came back from Mexico. And at one point, again, it was 20 pesos for $1, and now it's 16, right? So you're not getting as many pesos for the dollar anymore, right? Meaning that, again, the dollar is declining, right? The power and the value of the dollar is declining. Again, this is all part of the plan, right? In order to bring in that CBDC, that's that digital currency, right? It says, and we're not going to read. This is a long article, right? We're not going to read. We're just going to read the first few paragraphs, right? It says, much of that cash, as well as dollar-denominated debt, physical and digital, ends up in the coffers of foreign central banks and international banks and investment firms, where it is held as a hedge or used to adjust the exchange rates of other currencies for trade advantage. As much as 1/2 of the value of all U.S. currency is estimated to be circulating abroad. Right, it says world reserve status, along with various debt instruments, allowed the U.S. government and the Fed to create tens of trillions of dollars in new currency after the 2008 credit crash, all while keeping inflation under control, sort of, right? Because there still is inflation, right? We're still dealing, right, with higher interest rates, which I seen an article talking about, it's from the Fed, talking about how interest rates aren't going to go down anytime soon, right? That they're going to continue to stay high, right? Which is going to put, again, more pressure, right, on the American people, as well as continue to destroy the American dollar, man. The U.S. dollar, right? And again, all roads lead to the MO to the TB, right? Because the destruction of the dollar means that the introduction, of the central bank digital currency is going to be easy, because people are going to need it, right? People are going to need it, right? Esau has this thing called order ab chaos, right? Order out of chaos, right? So he's putting the pressure on the people, right? Creating the chaos, creating the frustration, creating, the people needing a way out. And then here he comes with his, his CBDC, like, hey, try this, type shit, right? It says the problem is that the system is stowing dollars overseas only lasts so long, and eventually the consequences of overprinting come home to roost, right? And we're starting to see that, right? We're starting to see it, right? It says the Bretton Woods Agreement of 1944 established a framework for the rise of the U.S. dollar, and while the benefits are obvious, especially for the banks, there are numerous costs involved. Think of reserve status as a deal with the devil, right? He says you get the frame, you get the fame, you get the fortune, you get the hot girlfriend in the sweet car, but one day the devil has come to collect, and when he does, he's going to take everything, including your soul. And this is what this devil is planning to do. This is what this damn devil is planning to do. Sluck him, right? It says, unfortunately, I suspect that the time is coming soon for the U.S., and it may be in the form of a brand new Bretton Woods-like system that removes the dollar as world reserve and places it in a new digital basket structure. Global banks are essentially admitting to the plan for a complete overhaul of the dollar-based financial world and the creation of a CBDC-centric system built on unified ledgers. Right? It says there have been 3 recent developments, all announced in succession, that suggest the dollar's replacement is imminent before this decade is over. Right? This decade is over, right? And it could be even sooner than that, right? It could be, by 2025, could be the end of 2024, right? We don't know, right? We just understand that, again, this is what's ultimately, taking place, right? Esau is, right? We're coming into the time where, again, the fulfillment of Revelations 13 and verse 16 is going to come to pass, man. Let's go ahead and grab that, right? And just go in on what that time is going to look like, right? This is Revelations chapter 13 and verse 16, right? KJV, it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, right, man? And again, right, let's go into that word mark and grab that, right, which is Strong's G 5480, right? Charagma, right? Charagma, right? It says what? Stamp, an imprinted mark, right? It says of the mark stamped on the forehead, blah, blah, blah. It says a brand, thing carved, sculpted, graven work, right? It says a scratch or etching right here, right? It says a scratch or etching, right? Yeah, stamp as a badge of servitude, right? Because Esau, again, right, he wants to be the Most High, right? He wants all things, right, to be subject unto him, and this is what Esau, is trying to do, right, with this digital all, right? When you go into into Deuteronomy, I think it's the 15th chapter, around the 17th verse, right? It talks about that if, in the law, right, that if a man, right, if a Hebrew ultimately has, another Hebrew man as a slave, right, and that slave ultimately, is pleased to dwell with that, slave owner, or the owner of that man, then he is to ultimately, again, put an awl, right, through that servant's ear, which means that, hey, he is a perpetual servant to that man, and this is that digital form of that, right? A digital awl, right? Coined by, the beloved elder Apostle Zahar, a few years back, man. It's a digital awl, right? He's trying to make it to where you people are permanently servitude to this damn devil, man, right? Meaning that he is able to control any and everything that you do, because this is what it's about at the end of the day, man. Esau wanting to set himself up as the Most High, having complete and utter control over every single thing, But again, nonetheless, right, it is the RFID micro C hit, man, and you got a lot of speculation on what the charagma is, right? Well, we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah, we know exactly what it is, man. As scriptures say, Habakkuk 2 and 3, at the end it shall speak, and it's speaking that the charagma is what? The RFID micro C hit, man, right? Nothing else, nothing less, man, But it says what? Going back to Revelation 13 and 16, it says, and he causeth all, right? When you look in the NLT, it says he required everyone. And how was Esau doing that, man? By, again, destroying, right, cash, right? Literally putting people in positions to literally have to need that digital version of this dollar, right? Again, the CBDC, right? He's literally putting people in position. This is why, again, you're seeing more and more banks taking people's money, right? More and more banks shutting down ATMs, branches, you know. Esau continuing to print money, you know, send billions of dollars to, you know, to other nations, right? When America's trillions upon trillions, right? I think 34, 35 trillion dollars in debt. America is not paying attention to any of its infrastructure, right? Again, inflation is taking hold, right? All the different types of inflation, right? Stagflation, shrinkflation, right? Right now we got you know, inflation, but soon it's going to be hyperinflation, right? All these different things, you know, Esau is ultimately setting up, and it has, you know, cause to happen, right? Just so he can, again, put the people in a position to need a solution. You know, Esau's preparing, you know, he's buying, you know, he's basically purchasing new airplanes that can withstand, you know, nuclear fallout as well as EMP attacks, right? $13 billion worth, you know, right? Because he's preparing for what is coming, right? He's preparing for the fact that he's going to come down having great wrath, pursuant to Revelations 12 and 12, and force the masses to take this charagma, man. You know? Because if you don't, again, you're going to be screwed, man. You know? Verse 16, it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, small and great, right? Rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name, right? So you're not going to be able to buy, right, anything, because again, he's making cash obsolete. Just like over there in Nigeria, right? We got examples of this, man, right? We got examples of what, you know, is about to come down, right? He made it to where what, right? Nigeria was not accepting cash anymore. They're not accepting cash at all anymore. Everything over there is completely and utterly digital. You know, you got Kill Gates going over there to Kenya, right? To where now they're making your birth certificates and social security cards digital, right? They're going to get rid of all fucking paper, you know, they're going to get rid of everything hard copy, you know, and everything's going to be digital, man, you know. This nigga does not need to, damn devil, man. But anyways, right? It says that you're not going to be able to buy or sell, right? Because again, cash is going to be obsolete. So the only option that you do have is to, you know, again, take, give in, right? And take Esau's charagma, man. You know, but we're not supposed to, right? We're not. How about Shimei Shai, you know, frowns upon it. That's, you can't repent, right, from taking the charagma. Once you do, yeah, that's over, man. You know. So yeah, Esau is going to threaten your life to take it, but at the end of the day, right, Yahweh Shimei Shai, right, has great judgment coming upon those, you know, that are going to take it, right, pursuant to Revelations, right, chapter 14, you know, which, matter of fact, go and do some research for those that haven't read it, right, go and read it, Revelations, the 14th chapter, beginning at the 9th verse, man, right, that's what's going to happen to those that take this charagma, right, which is this RFID micro C-hip that, you know, that Esau's got, you know, basically going, right? The Neuralink, right? The little rice grain that he's trying to put in your hand, which people are promoting, man, you know? I can almost guarantee you they're going to be, you know, those are, you know, paid off, right? You know, promoting that shit, you know? But if I will just go and read this, Revelations 14, because this is what's going to happen, you know, to those that take this charagma, right? Revelations 14 and 19, it says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark, I didn't even mean to say that, right? And receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So this is what's going to happen, right, to those, right, that ultimately take this charagma, man, You know, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahshua is going to destroy everyone that takes it, man. Because again, there's no repenting. Once you take it, you take it, man. You know, once you take it, when you know, that's it. You know, you're done for, man. So don't take this charagma, right, at all. It don't matter, you know, the position that Esau puts you in. You know, don't take it at all. This is a warning, right? Ezekiel 3 and 17, right? Scriptures say, you know, to warn him, you know, from Yahweh, warn them from Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. This is what we're doing, right? We're watching, paying attention. We see what's coming, right? What does the scripture say? A wise, prudent man foreseeth the evil and he hideth himself. And that's what we're doing, right? We're foreseeing the evil, right? And we're hiding ourselves via the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, man. You know? Don't take the charagma, man. You know, and to put another point that I want to make, right, as well is, you know, at the same time, right, the Lord's going to destroy those that take it, right? He's casting Esau, Edom down, man, right? Destroying his enterprise, man. You know, because at the end of the day, the Yahweh Bashim Yahshua is, right, allowing this damn devil, right, to start to build, you know, his NWO, you know. But right when he goes to, you know, establish it, right when he goes to, you know, force everyone to take this charagma, hey, that's going to be the time when the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahshua is going to come forth, man, you know, and completely and utterly thwart this damn devil's plan, man. You know, let's go with this, you know, and I know I'm, you know, kind of all over the place, man, but we'll grab this, right? This is Jeremiah. It's like in Job chapter 5 and verse 12, right? It says I like the NLT. It's kind of simple, right? That Job 5 and 12 in the NLT, it says he frustrates the plans of schemers, so the work of their hands will not succeed, right? So even though Esau is going to come down, right, having great wrath and force the masses, you know, to take the charagma, right, there he is going to get some people, you know, he is going to get a large portion of people to take the charagma, right? But at the end of the day, Yahweh Bashim Yahshua is not going to allow him to fully establish his you know, NWO, right? Let's go into Job, the 20th chapter. And what is that? The 23rd verse? 23 in the KJV, it says, when he is about to fill his belly, right? When he's about to, right? The Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So Esau, you're not going to be able to finish what you want, man. Yeah, you're going to get some people. Yeah, you're going to be able to do what you're going to do, you know. But you ain't going to be able to finish, man. You ain't going to be able to, you know, establish, you know, this NWO, right? You're not going to be able to establish yourself as the Most High, right? Because you're not, man. You're not. You damn devils, right? You elites, right? You Rothschilds, Rockefellers, DuPonts, Gettys, Oppenheimers. You know what I mean? You and I might be saying the name wrong, but fuck those damn devils, man. You know, the Bezos, the gates of hell. You know, all you little sub elites, all you higher up elites, all y'all, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahshua ain't going to allow you, you know, to fully establish your NWO, man. It's not going to happen, right? And it's beautiful too because Esau knows, right? He's had all his scholars, his biblical scholars, go and you know, search out the Bible, you know, to see if it's true. And they came back and said, hell yeah, it's true, man. So guess what, man? The true prophets of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua are speaking. You ain't going to be able to establish your NWO, man. You know, you might as well just hurry up and do that final push, right? Because you're going to lose anyways, man. Whether you do it now, whether you do it later, you know? You're going to lose anyways, man. Thus saith Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, man. You know? And this damn devil's going down, man. And we ain't got too much longer, right? We understand that he about to make his push, right? He's about to make his push. Again, he's making these airplanes, right? And you got America creating nuclear missiles for new nuclear missiles for the first time in decades, you know? So a lot of things are happening right now, man. A lot of things are taking place, you know? Which again just shows us the time that we're in, right? We're in the time with the last two major prophecies, right? The next major prophecy, which is the prophecy of Revelation 13 and 16, right? Jacob's trouble, right? Jeremiah 30 and 7, right? That's literally right around the corner, right? They're about to crash the dollar completely, right? And then you got World War III, you know, just around the corner as well, man, which is the next major prophecy after Jacob's trouble, you know? And then comes the deliverance, man. You know, so hey, every day that we're seeing, you know, articles like this, right? It's beautiful, man. Call Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. It's a beautiful time to be in this truth. You know, beautiful time, you know, to know and to be able to call upon the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua and to be able to have faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Beautiful time, man. You know? So we're out of here. We're almost out of here, man. Right? Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is gonna thwart this damn devil's plans. And guess what? We got next, man. You know? We got next. Lord, well, I could do a lesson on that, man. You know? We got next, man. Fuck this damn devil, man. You know? So Lord will was edifying. Lord will was, you know, informative, man. Lord will straight to the point. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash, double honors to the elder apostles, elder bishops, great millstone. Till next time I say shalom.